Markers reset, ball at the 37.
19, Tiger, set, ready, set, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to the well again. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The throw is caught. That's a Cleveland touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd and 12 now. That pass is caught by Bell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He beams one, deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The give here on 2nd. Big gap up the middle. And he is all the way
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Roll. Here we go, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Trap alert. Set go.
Another carry for him. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Cleveland! Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagle.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They give it to him again. Finds a big lane. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Set up.
There's a give, left side. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Go.
They're headed up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns take a 20-zip lead. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Set go.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the interception into points. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's taken in by Bell. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Still going past the 40, past the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. back gets it on the draw. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing from the gun here. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. On now is York to kick this one away. Evans now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Tackle made there by the rookie from Arkansas. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns looking to add to their advantage. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff now from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finding Judy. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly, and that was almost a huge play with an interception.
The give now out of the shotgun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a lonely place, and I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
Working inside the red zone. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Shaheed now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Go!
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Get up! Cowboy 80!
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing it just before halftime. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the go!
First and 10 now from the 30.
Sight! Hut, hut!
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Ready!
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go! Here we go!
Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go! Set! Track at 60! Get up!
He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they pick him off again. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd and 13. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. After a 3-yard gain, they're left with 4th and 10.
It's 4th down.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. Ball in the right hash, the distance 43 yards.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go,
Looking for a throw here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
19 tight. Go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bucs have it to begin the 4th, and this game, whew, it has been a nightmare for them so far.
Okay, ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Get up. Top low 18.
They'll throw it. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Take over.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be up.
And they pick him off again! And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. Ready.
They'll throw on 1st. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set. Go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Go!
They've got a man in motion. To the air, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's keeping it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
A touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns throwing 6 more on the blowout. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
You're good on the point after. And the Buccaneers take 7 points off the deficit.
Buccaneers 14.
Now is York to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.